Hello everybody, Cal Banyan here with Banyan's Hypnosis Etc. with Celeste Hackett. We do here is we try to bring fun, informative, and news kinds of information from the world of hypnosis, spread it along, and do our best to maybe give our 2 cents worth to help build the profession. Celeste, how you doing?
Hey Cal, I'm doing just fine, having myself a nice cup of tea. My husband is British, so he always makes me tea a lot of times for the show. You don't even know I'm drinking it when you're talking.
So what kind of tea do you drink?
We drink at this moment Tetley tea. Comes in a blue box.
I drink coffee. How American.
I like coffee too, but as you know, it makes me even more hyper, so I try to stay away from that right before a show these days.
Hey, you know, this last year I went to London and did a class, a week of power class there, and they insisted upon our graduates in London teaching me about British ale. And I learned that I have one new favorite British ale, and it's called tea. T-E-A. It's actually the name of a British ale. And T stands for traditional, okay, and then the E is English, and then A is ale. So I'd say, give me some tea, and then they'd give me some ale, which was a pretty good thing.
Well, that's amazing. I never knew about that, but I plan on going there to meet with Nikki. You know Nikki Kassar?
Do I? She's like one of our lead people over there in the UK.
She's great. I love her, and I hope to go over there one day and say hi. Hi to everybody in Britain.
Cool. Maybe we'll go there next year. Like, well, I'm not going in 2007, but 2008, and maybe we'll drag you along.
Yeehaw, I would love it.
Good, good. Hey, well, let's see. I know what we were doing. Oh, before I do that, let me finish my announcements. For all you guys who are watching this on Google or Blip TV or somebody else's website, gosh, the links and references that we make reference to are right down there underneath the video. And so if you want to find out where Celeste's new underground video is, the link is right down there. Okay, Celeste, let's get on into part 2. We were talking about really the wisdom of Celeste Hackett after graduating and putting together in your real office with real clients. Tell us what your first few hundred sessions have taught you.
Well, Cal, you know, I hope that if people really want to know about this, they will read some of those e-zine articles, because I kind of hinted at it. When you talk about what it's taught me, well, I think actually the last question you had before we ended the last podcast was how it changed my life. So are we doing what it taught me or how it changed my life? Which one?
What do you want to do? You're in charge. You're back from your hiatus, and I just want the world to get plenty of you to make up for the time that they missed.
Okay, because I got all ready for how it changed my life, and I do really want to talk about that. Because why do people do hypnosis? It's not just for the clients. We love it. It makes us feel good, and we go through changes, and some of them are pretty amazing. Cal, I'm sure you went through yours, and I went through mine too. And when I first started using 5-Path and I started my own business, one of the biggest changes truly was monetary, a financial change. Because before I actually married my husband, most people don't know this, but I was homeless, and I had a little bit of savings I was living on, and I was living with this friend and that friend and kind of traveling around, and I didn't have any roots. And so just starting a business after I got married, it was either start a business and do something really with this hypnosis thing that I liked so much, you know, or go work at Walmart, because the bottom had fallen out of radio broadcasting, if you recall, before I was a radio announcer. So my life was really changed by 5-Path and doing hypnosis, just by starting a business that really truly worked. And I was very nervous those first months, but I really didn't need to be, because right from the beginning I had a goal of making only $2,000 a month. That was my share of the expenses. The first month I think I made $1,700, and after that it's gone up every month, and so much so that I was able to buy a house. It's not the most expensive house in the world, but my husband was also a radio announcer, and he also took a huge pay cut. So we were really struggling and trying to pay bills and getting behind. And so from the point of monetary, it was really a huge change for the better for both of us. So that's one thing. I'll take a break so you can say something now.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're not in that third story by the dumpster apartment anymore that you mentioned in part one.
Yes, although it was good for me at the time. No, we're not there anymore. We got a 3-bedroom house, and it's still in the same area of Plano because we had such luck with the clientele in this area, so we just bought a house only a few blocks away from that apartment.
That's so cool. So if someone told you, oh, I don't have the money to get into this profession, what would you say to them?
I passed out flyers at first, and I can tell you, I just printed them on my computer, and it really didn't cost that much money. I did that for about 6 months, and then on the 1st of January, January 1st, 2006, I did actually put about $1,000 into a website, which has been the biggest investment that I made, other than training, which was, your training was a big investment. And right off the bat, I was getting clients, and it was probably even more than I really wanted because I was scared while I was learning. And I never really have had trouble with money at all since this. I mean, I always want to buy more stuff, but I mean, in terms of being able to pay my bills and run the business, yeah, we can all use more money, but I'm able to do what I want to do. And it's so great to be independent and not have to work for somebody else. That has been my dream. I never thought I was smart enough, Cal, and thanks to you and Maureen, I am, to my amazement.
I knew you were smart because in class you were asking questions that even made me think.
Yeah, I remember you almost threw your pen at me one time.
Yeah, instead I just threw it up in the air if I remember right.
That's what you did. And I was right in the front, and I'm sure my eyes were so big because I was, that whole story about how seeing somebody on TV first and then you see them live and they're like, just a star. That's the way you were to me. And so I had already seen all the videos, and a lot of the people in the class had not seen the videos yet. I had the class on video, and so I had probably a few more, maybe a little bit more advanced questions than some of the people. And I was so eager to find out some things. It was a wonderful time going to your class.
Well, thank you very much. So you had the 5-pack DVD set first, right?
That's right. And then I went on the Banyan online supervision for a little while and bothered the heck out of you there. Then I continued after the class with you live, and the rest is history. Now I'm running a 5-pack study group on those CDs.
Beautiful. Hey, and also, as I'm thinking about, there used to be a song, something, TV killed the radio star, and I'm thinking podcasting saved the radio star because now we've got you here, and you look better than you probably sounded. I mean, now those who are watching the video get to see you, and you have such a pleasant personality and, shall we say, bouncy personality.
Thank you, Cal. To be honest, it was really painful not having a voice for a while because I was used to anytime something happened in my life that I thought was interesting or I read about something, I had a microphone in front of my face there, 6 days out of the week so I could talk about it on the air. And then for a couple of years not having that ability to talk to more people, it was really hard. But then I got to start writing for the e-zine, which gave me a voice too, albeit rather small, but it was fun. And now this is really great. I'm really enjoying this.
Beautiful, and I look forward to you becoming a trainer and having your school open. And by the way, I'm going to kind of let a little secret out right now, and that is by the beginning of the first of the year, we're going to do some tremendously cool stuff with our affiliate program, and it's going to really help you to let people know about your classes and my classes all around the world. And so you better get your school all licensed because I want to help you fill those seats.
It's definitely going to happen. I'm not going to back down or stop until it does happen. I'm so excited and ready. I've got you remember South Fork from Dallas, Cal? The ranch?
No.
Okay, it's a famous ranch. If you were a Dallas viewer, TV viewer, if you like the series, you'd remember South Fork. It was the ranch where everybody stayed. And so it's famous here in Dallas. Dallas is known for Kennedy being shot and killed here in South Fork. And I'll be teaching the classes at South Fork Hotel.